It's Chris Smith time. Oh, hello, everybody. It's me, Chris Smith. You know, I was supposed to do in this slot, I was going to review Kimberly Akimbo. But I'm going to do this video first because it is the 1 week anniversary we as we tape this of Election Day, a wonderful day that had unfortunate outcome for half the country. But so I've been sort of recovering mentally because, I was a supporter of Kamala. Now, I'm not saying that Kamala is my favorite candidate in the world, but I liked a lot of what she had to say, and despite what many people said, she did have policies and she had good plans. I was particularly looking forward to that free $25,000 that everybody was going to get. Now, I know it was some sort of tax breaks for starting a small business, but I wanted an actual $25,000 because my small business was going to be lamination. I was going to have a little lamination booth set up in the mall, and you could bring, I don't know, your birth certificate, and I'd laminate it. And it was going to be called Illuminations, like illuminations. So that's what I was going to do with my small business. But alas, now there won't be any small businesses, will there, Blackie? This is, of course, Blackie Humphrey, my darling little child. He just had his 11th birthday. And look, this is one of his presents back here. It's a little tent, igloo type house that he does go in and hang out. And he goes in there and he gets under the pillow in the mornings, I've noticed. Now, as I was saying, I was really surprised that Kamala didn't win because, and I really do think that Kamala did win. I know that y'all did something sneaky, that Elon Musk, I'm calling y'all out. I know. You took all those millions and billions of dollars and you did something and you hacked computers just the way you always accused everybody else and on the other side, but y'all play dirty. See, that's the bad thing about being a Democrat. They don't play dirty enough, I don't think. I say everybody just play dirty. If we're going to have one dirty side, let's have two dirty sides and even maybe a third dirtier party, the third party. But so I did support Kamala, but I was especially riding with Biden. And you know who I really loved? Hillary Clinton. I still haven't gotten over the 2016 election when she won the popular vote, and that was just stolen from her with the help of those Russians. And here they did it again. They are just determined to make our beautiful country be under communist rule. Anyway, so I won't say that I've been on self-harm watch, but I have been very, very depressed. But because I have a small child, Blackie Humphrey, I would never do anything. Oh, so anyway, Blackie just had his birthday, and I celebrated my birthday, in September. And so this Hillary Rodham Clinton book, Something Lost, Something Gained, Reflections on Life and Liberty, was one of the gifts that I got from Kippy and Wayne. And I just love it. I'm still in the midst of it, and I can't wait to get further, deeper into the book. But I'm trying to have hope, y'all. I don't want a Bond villain like Elon Musk trying to take over the world and using his money. And why is he so bland? His face looks like he is an android robot. And No personality. Well, a personality, but very strange personality. I'm sorry. And that's coming from me. Um, if I just don't know what to say to all these villains everywhere. Blackie, what do you think of it? He's busy chewing on Clarice, his little reindeer. Um, Not an actual reindeer, but a stuffed toy reindeer. Um, yeah, so I'm trying to do some things like Kimberly Akimbo, and we're gonna do that review for the next episode. I've got Back to the Future coming up, the musical. I'm going to see La Cage aux Folles. La Cage aux Folles. I don't know how to say that exactly, but I'm going to see La Cage at the Pasadena Playhouse in November, in a couple of weeks, with Cheyenne Jackson, no less. And then in December, we have Once Upon a Mattress coming with Sutton Foster, direct from its Broadway run. So there are 4 reviews right there to look forward to doing. We're going to be talking about the holidays, probably. I've got my tops and bottoms list percolating for the tops and bottoms movies of the year. Wicked is about to come out in a couple of weeks, the movie. So that's probably going to be on my tops list. I can't imagine it not being. You know what musical movie wasn't on my tops list, and I was rather surprised? Into the Woods. I love the musical, but I was not a fan of the movie. I thought that there was something missing. Yeah, I still liked it well enough, but it didn't rise up to my tops. But anyway, what else? What else? I recently had lunch with my former coworker, Kate Miller, and she got me this bag. Look, I love it. It's this comedian that always does these videos on Instagram and stuff, and that says, "It was the 90s," and he tells these little stories from his fundamentalist church when he was growing up in the 90s, and as a gay teen, probably didn't know that he was a gay teen, but and now he's a stand-up comic. Let me get you his name. Okay, his name is Kevin James Thornton, and I'm sorry that I didn't know his name right off the bat, but we always just called him "It was the 90s guy," and apparently that when I started typing that in, that's what other people had looked him up as. But yes, so she got me this little bag, which gave me a nice chuckle because we always would watch those videos together when we were working. Of course, we did our work. Don't get me wrong. Don't get that around. I wasn't out golfing. I do my work when I'm there. Oh my goodness, Blackie, you are just tearing your little stuffed Clarice up, aren't you? What else? What else? Halloween recently occurred, and guess who I was? Let me bring up the picture. Here's a clue. Good grief! Yes, I made this little sign I went and got a magic wand at the Halloween store in Burbank. And I actually ordered the shirt, and yes, I was Charlie Brown. Isn't that fun? It was a group costume, actually. Let's show you some others at work. And my team also were characters from Charlie Brown. One was Woodstock. No, that's the stuffed Woodstock. It's not. The actual Woodstock. Oh, for the love of. Okay. Here I am with none other than Liliana. who was playing Sally Brown, Charlie Brown's sister. You know what's amazing? In a lot of the cartoons and the comics and stuff, she had this pinkish polka dotted dress, and Caitlin, our coworker, actually found it in a thrift store. Not a dress, but a big long blouse. So all the color scheme was wonderful. Um, and Liliana couldn't wait to burn that thing at the end of the day, because I guess it was more like maybe a middle-aged old lady type of costume. I thought it looked very nice. Here's the whole gang. So we had, let's see. I love this picture, but my stripe was covered up, so you can't tell. We had, of course, Caitlin playing Lucy. We had Emily playing Linus, and we had Maddie playing Snoopy. And you know what I love? And she was doing Snoopy, with his aviator things. You know what I love about her costume? Because she had the black nose. Her hair was done sort of like in, not really pigtails, but down here, so that it looked like ears. And with the aviator outfit on, I think that she captured Snoopy better than they captured Snoopy in that revival of Your Good Man, Charlie Brown that I saw, where Roger Bart played Snoopy. No offense to Roger Bart, but they just had him in a white outfit, white tennis shoes. I'm like, that's not Snoopy. It's just some man in white. But anyway, we won the group costume at work. And I always like winning the group costume. I've done it in the past. And mind you, I'm not that great. I'm not bragging on myself. But I like being part of a big group, an ensemble, if you will, and doing a group costume. Good grief. Now I love this good grief sign. I'm going to keep it and maybe take it to church if I ever go to a church and fan myself, or if it ever gets hot. It's winter right now. So yes, that's what's been happening around here. Severe depression about the election. I know it was stolen. We're not going to storm the Capitol like some people did. I think maybe we should do something. Not anything violent, but something to try and stand up and say, we know you cheated. And I'm sure there might be some people watching this who disagree. I don't care. But I'm not a very political person on my show. Sure, I'll hold up my Kamalas, my little action figures from the FCTRY company. And I last time I held up the Trump one in a prison jumpsuit. Now it looks like he'll probably get away with all of his crimes. He'll answer to God in the end, though. My mother always says, it's not up to you to judge. But we all judge, don't we? Anyway, so when I finish my Hillary Clinton book, you can better believe I'll do a review of it. I just think she's wonderful. Paolo always said that she did all sorts of crimes. I'm sorry. If you are making an omelet, sometimes you've got to break a few eggs. And I just love her. And she's one of the producers on Suffs, the musical, that's still playing on Broadway, but is closing, I think, in January, early January maybe. Checked local tickets, and then it's going to tour. Anyway, I'm going to go on. This has actually cheered me up just talking about this, because I looked at, look, I have schmutz here. Good Lord, how long has that been there? This actually gives me hope that I have some things to look forward to before the oligarchs put us all in chains. Okay, Blackie Humphrey and I are going to go and have our dinner, and we'll talk to you very soon. Goodbye, my dear friends, And we'll talk to you the next time that it's Christmas time. It's Christmas time in the city. Dun,